once a month. So I appreciate you guys all coming out tonight. We have a very good show in store for you all. We have some new comics, and we have some that you're pretty familiar with. But before we get into all that, all the stupid little rules, we just ask, like always, if you've never been here before, please keep your talking to a bare minimum. And this is bare minimum. If you can just not talk and just pay attention to these guys, that would be cool. That's preferable. If we hear you getting loud, we just, don't make it awkward for us. We hired a 350-pound, 6'5" guy that will walk over to you and he will look at you with that face that you do not want to see. I promise. So, he's back there. He will wave his hand. We gave him laser pointer lights, so he will burn out your retinas if he has to. But besides that, we got a couple sponsors that I wanted to take a little bit of time and recognize. Because, I don't know, have any of you guys ever been to the big city, seen a real comedy show? You guys been having a funny bone or anything like that? Okay, a couple of you. Well, tickets are usually like 40 to 50 bucks, depending on who you're seeing. Well, here they're only $5. They're added to your seats, and a big reason for that is because of our sponsors. And so every month Nicole goes out and she solicits people we've worked with personally and other area business owners. And a lot of them, like us, when kids ask us to sponsor a ball or whatever, we say yes. Well, they say yes, and a lot of these sponsors we've actually worked with personally, and so I can make personal recommendations. But without further ado, we got JBL Construction and Roofing. So yeah. This company that I haven't yet worked with, looking forward to doing it in the future. But as we have this tornado activity, some crazy nights last night and probably going forward, hit those guys up, they do free estimates. You can always get old Brandon Davis. There's little placards like this on your table. So if you're like, you know what, wife's been getting on me about getting this roof fixed, get a hold of those guys. This day and age, everybody's fighting for your business, so I know they'd be happy to hear from you. And we also have Mr. Nick Beal with HGG Electric. He just got done doing some stuff. Yeah. He did want me to tell you he is not officially related to his brother John Beal, so don't hold that against him. No, jokes aside, he came out. I had some wild property. I had an electrician come in and do the main house, and then when it came to the barn and everything, it was just spaghetti. It was an entire mess. And I heard from word of mouth that he does good work. I gave him a call. He was on the spot, cleaned everything up. Very good to communicate with. I know this day and age with contractors, you don't know if they're coming or they're going. He's very easy to communicate with. And so nothing but praises for that guy. So once again, put your hands together for all our sponsors this evening. And then other than that, besides no heckling, we're going to get this show started. But once again, guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming out. Hopefully all the food's good, the drink's good. And for the next 90 minutes, let's have a lot of fun. Give it up for your host, Brian Swinehart.
No heckling. You can't start off the show with a heckle, man. Come on. This guy was the worst student in school, dude. Start doing exactly what the teacher tells you not to do from the start. How we doing, OH Pizza? Come on, there we go. Good to see you guys. Hey, we survived. We're here another month, man. What's up with our weather, man? Last month I come here, it's a snowstorm. I'm thinking this month is going to be better. Last night, tornado hits my street. We're okay, my dog's okay, that's the most important part. But yeah, my town had a little tornado, Covington, Ohio. I don't know if you guys know of Covington, Ohio. Yes, people sometimes get Covington, Ohio and Covington, Kentucky confused. Gotta explain the difference. No, I'm from Ohio, I got teeth. So it's a lot different. So yeah, we're happy to be here, man. Everybody's alive and safe. Construction guys, are the construction guys here? Yep. All right, man, you gotta have a lot of work in front of you, brother. Good. You excited? No? Okay. I'm like that sad dude, you don't want to be doing it, fixing people's houses. Is it tough work with the tornadoes? Is that a tough one to do? Structural shit? It sucks. It's tough. It's tough. You'd rather be doing it for some guy who just hit the lotto and just building some new shit, right? That's right, man. Dude, my mom is getting her kitchen remodeled. So that's where I live, so that sucks. So that's a pain in the ass, dude. She can't cook for me right now. So in other news, what we got here? We got some new people here. I don't recognize you guys. You guys new? First timers here? First timers? Good, good. What do you guys do for a living? Oral surgeon. Oral surgeon. I'm going to take that. I don't believe that's your job, but that's orally putting your dick in somebody's mouth. I don't believe that. This is an adult show. I hope you didn't bring your kids tonight. If you did, there's something to do. You guys are okay. These kids are way beyond their years right here. This is family here. Who else is new? Any other first-time tables here? And here, you guys been here before? Back there? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Cool, man. We got like a lot of regulars. Okay, good, man. Well, for those regulars, you know, I just got engaged a couple months ago. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm bragging about it because, you know, it's still working out. And, but I had to go. I went to Honduras, see her family. She's from Honduras. I like my women from other countries. Less English they speak, the better I do. Can't say something stupid to fuck it up, you know. She doesn't understand what I'm saying. I don't understand what she's saying. Perfect. Let the body do the work, you know. We don't get involved with politics. I don't understand her politics. She don't understand my politics. Politics are a bad problem with relationships. I was really into this one girl at one point, and then she told me she voted for Biden. I lost my erection. Hey. I gotta Google translate that. When I met my girl, I knew she spoke Spanish, you know, so I had Google Translate, so I started texting her in Spanish. She thought I was fluent in Spanish. Truth is, I was fluent in bullshit, the international language. And, so just went to Honduras last month, and I met her grandpa. Now here's the interesting thing about Honduras culture. The people in South America, a lot of countries are similar to this. The grandparents raise the children, because when the child is born, the parents are 14. Her parents were 14 when she was born. I'm 15 years older than her. Do the math. I'm 1 year older than her dad. He calls me sir. Polite young man. Got to go there. Her grandpa's a badass, dude. The guy's 77 years old. When I met him, he's holding a machete. He lives up in the jungle, man. The guy lives in the jungle. He let me cut down a banana tree. It was pretty awesome. So I think I might move out of Ohio and be there, dude, to cut down banana trees. Hire a construction guy to go with me, so it's pretty good. So yeah, man, so just been traveling, dude. Love to travel, but guys, take it easy when you travel, dude. Airport security's too strict, man. I'm tired of this. I was going through the airport, some guy, I have a pack of gum in my pocket. I didn't realize I had the pack of gum on my pocket. I go through, he starts touching for the pack of gum. Like, dude, these are my nuts. Let's go, this ain't a bomb, dude. I'm just happy to see you, brother. Oh man, I don't know. So I've been thinking a lot about a lot of the stuff going on in the world, man. You know, we got a lot of words that we are being indoctrinated to say, like that toxic masculinity. You guys know this phrase? What do you guys think about that phrase, toxic masculinity? That's bullshit. That's a bullshit phrase. My dad was born in 1920s. He fought in World War II. 58 when I was born, 60 when my sister was born. My first day of school, he said, if I hear you starting a fight, I'm going to give you a spanking. But if I ever hear you running from a fight, you're going to get the worst spanking you ever had. Because once you run from one fight, you'll be running for the rest of your life. And that's true. There was this kid at school, his name was Chris. One kid challenged him to a fight, he ran home from school. Next day, everybody wanted to fight him because they knew he'd run home from school and they could tell, right? So when I was in the 7th grade, I got in a fight with this kid after school. Halfway through the fight, police show up. All the kids yell, cops, cops, cops. We all run away. Next day, I get in a fight with the same kid after school, right? But everybody knows we're going to fight because I live in a small town. We start fighting. Halfway through the fight, who shows up to the fight? My dad. He's 70 years old at this point with a cane. Watching the fight. He's cheering me on, but he's giving Sean pointers too. Because he doesn't like my behavior at home and somebody needs to punish me, right? Halfway through the fight, once again, somebody yells, cops, 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 and all the kids run away, right? Except for me and my dad, because he can't run, he's 70 with a cane. The cops say to him, Mr. Swinehart, what the hell are you doing here? He says, you guys missed one hell of a fight. All right, we're walking away. I had a bloody nose. My dad pulls out his handkerchief, he cleans my bloody nose. He says to me, son, you did a good job today. You made me $20, I bet on Sean. So that's my one fight story, dude. I love to watch UFC. I don't know if you guys watch UFC. I like to watch UFC. Yeah, I like that shit. It makes me visual. I want to dream of being like that. But I was on the high school wrestling team, joined the wrestling team because the coach said, wrestlers who win get girls. Bullshit. Coach should have said, wrestlers who lose get a dude's nuts in their face. I've been teabagged more than lived in. How you guys doing? You guys been here before? You two haven't been here before, man? I feel that. Round of applause. Who's been here before? Who's been here before? Okay, we got 80% of the crowd. I'm working on doing new shit, dude. I used to have a day job, invited my boss to a show. Big mistake. Never let your boss see you fuck up 2 jobs in one day. All right, man. We got a hot show for you guys tonight. I'm going to be your host. We're going to have a great time. You guys ready to keep this show going? You ready? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. We got a special guest coming up to the stage right now. Very, very funny guy. He's from right here in Columbus. He lived in Kansas City. He travels all over the country. Give it up for the very funny Josh Albert. Guys, give it over your host. Come on.
Guys, I've been fat my whole life. Growing up as a fat kid, my parents would do things like put me on diets and shit like that. One summer, they put me on the Atkins diet. Dude, there's nothing sadder than seeing a chubby 8-year-old restricted to the salad bar in a CC's Pizza buffet. Watching the rest of his friends enjoy endless pizza. Dude, that's a fat 8-year-old equivalent of having somebody fuck your wife in front of you. And it's CC's, so it's not passionate lovemaking. It's a sloppy trucker gangbang that nobody feels good about after. Guys, my whole life, people call me the wrong racial slur. And what I am is my mom's white and my dad's from India, which is also like the worst combination for dick size a grown man can have. Some of us know our stereotypes, cool. Now, growing up, most of the time I get called Hispanic racial slurs, sometimes Islamic. When I was like 13, a truck driver called me the N-word. That was the best fucking day of my life. He didn't even throw the sand in front of it. Very fun, very fun. Guys, I got engaged recently.
Yeah.
And it's a mixed relationship. She's a non-fat. There's a few things she had to figure out before she started spinning around in my wheelhouse. instance, she knows now, but on date night, if we're gonna fuck, it has to be before dinner. Dude, after dinner, I'm useless. I'm bloated, I have indigestion. You ever try going down on someone with hot burps? It's a fucking nightmare. You're down there, you're like, so are you gagging? Like, no. Chicken parm was a bad choice. Guys, if I can eat pussy, then I might as well not even be in the game. I'm a decent game manager, but if you take my only deep threat away, I do not have the ability to scramble around and make something happen with my feet. I'm like the Kirk Cousins of fucking. I'm not going to win you a Super Bowl. We'll go 10-7. Usually good enough to keep your job. Guys, I had a coke problem for a long time. I quit doing it like 4 years ago. Thank you. And a buddy I was talking to, and he was like, "You still drink coffee?" Yeah, I still drink coffee. He's like, you know that coffee's actually way worse for you than cocaine. Which is something only a complete fucking cokehead would say. I was like, I hope Reddit page you read this on, dude. What I do know is my electrics never been shut off because I was drinking too much coffee. I never cheated on my girlfriend after staying up all night drinking fucking mocha lattes. Both have made me shit my pants on multiple occasions. Guys, can we finish up with one dark joke real quick? Can we do a dark joke real quick, guys? Are we down with that? Alright. As a buddy of mine at work, he was dating a quadriplegic girl. And he moved her in with him and everything. It was going great, but a couple days ago, he was real down in the dumps because she broke up with him. And I knew the dude was annoying. But you know how absolutely insufferable you must have to be? To have someone leave you? They can't just like get up and fucking leave. This breakup took some planning, you know what I mean? My dude just got his heart broken. I used to sit through an entire medical pit crew disassembling this bitch in the living room. They were together, I always kind of wonder what their sex life was like. You think when you get a little rough, you just give her breathing tube a pinch? Alright guys, I'm Josh Albert, thanks.
Keep it going for Josh, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going for Josh. There we go. Alright, we're going to keep this show going. You guys are a great crowd. This next comic is hilarious from Columbus, Ohio. Give it up for the very funny Hand Steel.
What's up, Caucasians? How y'all feeling? I just want to let y'all know I'm like one of the only black dudes in the house. I just want to let you know you are in no danger. I'm not going to hurt nobody. Man, unclench your purse, man. You're fine. I'm not going to take it. Oh shit, there's one other black guy here. How you doing, other black dude? What's up? Hey, bro, you the only black dude in the city full of white people. Blink twice if you need help, nigga. You alright? Cool. Shout out to Nicole. Give it up for Nicole for hiring me. Give it up for her. She's dope. She hired me and the Indian dude. We're the affirmative action hires. That's what's going on. Yeah, she's going to write us off on her taxes. That's what's going on. A little bit about me. I'm from Columbus, and I'm actually doing really good, you know, because I had a really bad eczema flare-up, you know, and eczema fucking sucks. And I had it on my face, and my face was all swollen and puffy and red, and I looked like a CGI monster for a minute. It was fucking terrible. And I went to Upper Arlington in Columbus. That's like 45 minutes away from everything. Upper Arlington in Columbus is where you go when you have a lot of money and you don't want to be bothered. It's like when you get a lot of money and it's like, fuck people. Like, that's pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? So I went up there, and, you know, I get up there, and, like, once again, kind of like right now, I'm like the only big black dude in the room. And, you know, it was a whole bunch of white girls. I was like, ooh, shit. I better sit down immediately. I can't look at nobody here too long. I'll fuck around and go to jail. This is some bullshit. So I get up there, and I get up to the front counter, and all the women are drop-dead gorgeous. And I was like, damn, I've never been to the doctor's office and every woman in here is fine. Like, Jesus. And then I looked up and it said dermatology and plastic surgery. I was like, that's why you're pretty. I get it. That's why. Yeah. Because I guarantee you bitches did not look like that 2 years ago. I bet you didn't. Y'all got that employee discount, that's what happened. And then so I get to the doctor's office, and the doctor's name, her name is Jacqueline Wetley. Yeah, sounds like a porn name, don't it? Her name is Jacqueline Wetley, and she was trying to give me this like steroid, and the steroid was called Dupendix, right? And she was like, it's a steroid, it's like an EpiPen for eczema. I said, well, okay, what's the side effect? She said the side effect for a fucking eczema is skin irritation, a burning sensation, and itching. And she said, I'm subject to get cold sores. And I was like, so y'all, I would come in with eczema and leave with herpes? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? This is some bullshit. Just give me the damn ointment and get out my face. Fuck y'all. Eczema, man, it's fucking terrible. Anybody like rapping here? Any rap fans? I know I'm in a white ass town. Anybody rap fans? So, two of my favorite rappers are beefing, Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Have you heard they're beefing? So I don't know if you've heard, but they're beefing, and I don't know about you, but Megan won. Megan totally won. She totally won. And what happened was Nicki Minaj, she kept tweeting out her punchlines before her diss track came out. You don't do that. You don't tweet out your punchlines for the ready to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if Tupac would have tweeted out, first off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim, hashtag hit him up. No. Or Drake would have tweeted, is that a world tour or a girls tour? Nah, nigga, come on. But what I really want to know is what that studio session was like. Because I don't know if you heard that song, but it sounded like she was on drugs. I don't know what drugs, but just all of them. Like just all the drugs. You know what I mean? Because like she was just all over the place, just talking incoherent. I imagine the producer of the song, he was like, hey, Nikki, you ready to go? She was like, I'm ready. Cause you know I know your damn mama. Oh, your damn mama. I know your damn mama. Bitch, you wanna be a mom. Should've stayed your ass in the car. Listen to Bruno Mars. You're a whore. You're a liar. I know what you did last summer. If you have a church in Solomon and need cash now, call JG Whitworth. 877 cash now. That's how you lose a rap beef. When you do stand up, you meet like all different types of people and everything. You meet all different types of people. And the last time I did a show, I actually ran into a guy who was a former crackhead, and he was doing stand up too. It was like on his bucket list. I was like, great, you get off crack, and the first thing you want to do is tell jokes. I imagine you got a lot to talk about it. And he told me he had a giant cross on his chest, and he told me that he had been doing crack since like 1985, and he recently got sober in 2017. I said, well, that's great, that's good for you. You got delivered from crack and everything. You don't even look like you did crack. You look real good for a crackhead. You really do. You really do. And he was like, yeah, I've been doing crack since I did crack from 1985 to 2017. And I was like, damn, crack came out in the 80s. Like, you was a crack pioneer. That's some shit right there. Like, you was one of the first 5 people to do crack. That is one. Did you get it from the CIA directly? Like, what happened there? That's my only crack show. I don't know. So I've been trying to watch the news lately, and because I want to be more informed about the world around me, I've been trying to watch the news. And I wish there was like news for dummies. Because I tried to watch the news, and I was like, shit, there's a lot of news. Why are there so many things happening at the same time? Fuck around and catch a nosebleed trying to watch the news. But anyway, I don't know if you know this, but Trump is trying to run for president again. Y'all heard that? Yeah. I didn't see the guy with the Trump hat. He read it. I thought his hat said Vietnam vet. I'm sorry, it says Trump 2024. All right. I know this joke's gonna work now. But anyway, Trump's trying to run for president and everything. And at first, I was like, whatever, he ain't gonna win. But shit, he just won Michigan 3 weeks ago. It looks like it might be Trump and Biden again. I don't know. And me personally, I have no problem with either candidate, but I don't think we need presidents that old in the office. I'm sorry. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm age discriminating. That makes me nervous as an American. It does. And I don't know about you, but I don't want a president who remembers where they were when Pearl Harbor happened. I'm sorry. That's too fucking old. I don't want a president who remembers I don't want a president who remembers life before color TV. I don't want a president that old. I don't mean the color TVs were already out and your asses didn't have one. I mean, if you remember when they came out, like how we remember the PlayStation. That's too fucking old. You know what I mean? But Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they're like two different types of old. You know what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump is like no filter old. He's like don't care, don't give a shit old. You know? Donald Trump is the type to start a fight at a funeral because of some shit he said. You go up to Donald Trump with your new girlfriend, be like, hey, this is my new girlfriend. Oh, wow, that's wonderful. That's beautiful. What's your name? Okay, doesn't matter. Listen, so she's pretty, she's a little big, she's a little chunky. I feel like you could have done better, but you didn't. Now she's here. She could have done better, but you didn't. Now she's here. Okay, it's, now you fighting. You know what I mean? But Joe Biden, on the other hand, Joe Biden is so old, he's the reason why you're at the funeral. No, I'm playing. Joe Biden is like, he's the type of old, he's like, don't leave him by himself old. Joe Biden is like, don't give him car keys old. Joe Biden is the type, and you see, he be shaking hands with people that aren't there. Man can't answer no questions. Joe Biden is the type of old where like he'll be at the family reunion or like a Christmas party and you go help him make his plate and you go get him to go to the bathroom for 10 minutes and come back and Joe Biden's gone. And when you finally see him again, he's outside, naked, talking to a tree in the neighbor's yard. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that type of old. But you know, I feel like they say the youngest you should be is 35 to be president. I think the oldest you should be is 65. If you can qualify for Social Security, you don't need to be president. I'm sorry. But then I thought about it. I was like, who would like really make a good president? Like, who would make a good president? And I was like, I think Bernie Mac would make a great president. I think he would. Like Bernie Mac will come back and tell like, let me tell you, punk motherfuckers, something. I'm so sick of this motherfucker shit. North Korea shooting up missiles and shit. What type of shit it is? Or like, what if Denzel Washington was president? You're like, stop. All right. Okay. So Trump, man, you want to make laws? You want to go home, huh? You want to make laws? You want to go home? All right, my man. Or what if Bill Cosby was president? First of all, I just want to say thank you all for voting for me. All of you can free juggle pudding. All drinks are on me. Shout out to the greatest party you won't remember. My name is Cam Still and I'm out. Thanks.
One for Cam, and that was a great Bill Cosby impression. That was awesome. It was mentioned in songs and rap songs, right? And here's something that baffled me a couple years back. There was a song, I think it was by Nicki Minaj, and the title was My Wet Ass Pussy. I'm not making this up, I'm not a vulgar guy, but that was the title of the song. At the same time that was winning Grammys, the book Green Eggs and Ham was getting on blacklisted. You aren't supposed to read Green Eggs and Ham. This makes no sense to me because the only thing that smells worse than green eggs and ham is Nicki Minaj's wet ass pussy. Okay, so. Alright, we're going to keep the show going. Our next comic, he is fantastic. He's a regular at the Funny Bones. He's a rising star. Give it up for the very funny Peanut Patel.
Give it up for Brian, y'all. Anybody else love listening to Brian talk about wet ass pussy? I love that he messed every part of that up. Right? From Nicki Minaj not being the singer of the song, to Green Eggs and Ham not even being there. It's just like, oh shit, alright, fuck it. So I am the final of the diversity hires. We're gonna ease you back into the white folks with a full Indian this time. You know, we started with a half Indian, went into the black guy to really throw you off your game. Now now we ease you back in with the full Indian. But so as Brian said, my name is Peanut. In case y'all have any trouble remembering that, just think of it's like pina colada, but yeah, it's like pina colada, but drop the alada because there's not a lot of peanuts. Yeah, just setting the bar for the next few minutes here. It's gonna be a little awkward and very nerdy. But no, that's one of those things where, like, you know, if you're the child of immigrants or if you like have like a weird name, you have to come up with some sort of pitch or hook to get people to remember your name, you know? But like, it doesn't always go well. Like, I have a friend whose name is Hussein. Why is that funny? No, I get it, but the worst part would be he would tell people, yeah, it's like Saddam Hussein. Oh, fuck, man. You can't start the conversation that way.
I just sat down.
And I would tell him, like, you could go with Barack Hussein Obama. Like, you're already Iraqi, bro. You're not helping your case. Sorry, Iraqi. Sorry, it takes me a second. I always gotta start with the right way before I come in with the white way. Oh, okay. Y'all got hurt by that one? Shit, okay. A wordplay joke? That's you? Okay, alright. But no, I feel like that's, I don't know, that kind of goes in reverse too though sometimes, right? Like, I feel like there's certain English words that are not meant to be said in this American accent, you know? Like, I can't say the word bullshit. Nah, that sounds too incesty, fuck that. Bullshit! That's how you say that word, okay? It's just like, there's that certain Indian accent, you know, that's just really good at cutting to the sarcasm, right? Like, we've all heard it before, you know? It's that, like, Indian convenience store owner around the corner guy, like, because somehow they all have the same accent. I mean, just hop over there, you'll hear it, I'm sure. But, like, it's like what they were trying to recreate in The Simpsons with the Pooh, but it just didn't have like an Indian guy doing it, so it didn't have that same spice, it didn't have that same kick, if you will, you know? It's like, hello buddy, how are you? Oh, your mother just died, I'm so sorry. You are not sorry, sir. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but when you're like medium fat, and you go to the grocery store, people immediately have to look at your cart to see what value judgment they should make about you. You know? It's like, if they see kale, they're like, alright, you're fine. I can treat you like a human being. But if they see ice cream, they're like, oh, fuck you, you fat bitch, you're not even trying. I don't know, maybe it was my fault because I took acid the night before I went to the grocery store. For the record, would not recommend it. Too many colors. Yeah, next thing you know, I was coming home with 20 cases of Fanta because I was just really feeling orange. Yes, it's been a crazy time in my life lately. I'm about to have a baby in a few weeks. Yeah. No, it's crazy. I'm like, you know, I'm also in I'm in a biracial relationship, and so it's like real interesting because like people always have like sort of an interesting reaction to it because my girlfriend is black, and so like people always assume when I say biracial, like, oh, you're with a white woman. Yeah, and then you just see people's faces and be like, oh wait, hang on, I gotta compute this. I've never seen an Asian dude with a black woman, so I don't know what's happening here anymore. I think I lost you guys when I said Asian dude and Indian guy. Yeah, it's like India's in Asia and so is Russia, but nobody thinks about that. No? Alright. Yeah. It's alright, you don't have to laugh at everything. You can just be like, oh. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right? It's always great. You know, Man, I grew up in West Virginia, so believe me, y'all are not poor dumb white folks. Yeah, I grew up in Vienna, West Virginia. Yeah, it's so small, like, it didn't even get its own traffic light. Like, but no, I don't know. I feel like, I like to get a little real with my comedy though. You know, I like to talk about personal things. I like to talk about what's going on with me. You know, like, for instance, I have a lot of insecurities, you know? Like, I'm very insecure about the way I look. I know I currently look like the cult leader that white women cheat on their husbands with. Or like the LGBTQ representative of Al-Qaeda. Or my personal favorite, Jason Samosa. Some more? Oh, you're trying to do a s'mores joke? Okay. Yeah, I got you. There we go, all right. I was doing a samosa joke because that's an Indian food, you know, yeah. But I got you. It's like, well, we can relate to s'mores. It's like, all right, yeah, okay. It's like, this is just like, I don't know what a samosa is, but I know what a s'more is. Oh man, that's great. But no, like, I feel like I'm really insecure about the way I look just because, like, I grew up as, like, the fat Indian kid, you know? And when you're the fat Indian kid, that is not your stereotype, right? So, like, all the fat, ugly jokes get directed towards you. Like, I remember one time, like, in high school, the subject of prom came up, and my mom was just like, oh, well, you're not gonna go to prom, right? I was like, well, shit, why wouldn't I go to prom? And she said, well, why would anyone go with you? Right? That was my mother. Yeah. Fucking Cole talking about how Trump is the one who'll tell you like it is. That's just an Indian mom. Alright, that's just fuck, man. But no, like, the one thing that kind of made me feel better in like my college years, my early 20s, you know, I started to date a lot of black women. So I thought, okay, black women are really into me. But then I watched Chris Rock's Good Hair, and I learned that the most expensive weaves are actually made from Indian hair. So I was just like, fuck! I think they were trying to get a free weave out of that shit. That's why they were teaching me about leave-in conditioner. Oh man. Yeah, you know, like I said, I like to talk about what's going on with me and what's going on in my life. So like, it's weird, like, cause people always like think certain things about what, like, when you start telling them stuff. Like, I'm pansexual, and if you don't know what that means, it means like to give everybody orgasms. So if you haven't finished in a while, I'm your guy. Yeah, what's up, buddy? But no. Sometimes, like, I don't know if I am pansexual or, like, if it's just a side effect of being molested as a child, you know? Hey, where were you on that one? I know you agree. It's alright, we'll get a group chat going later, it's cool. That'll come back later. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan of the Cleveland Guardians name change. Yeah, right? Hold on with your booze for a second, though. Because, like, I mean, I don't disagree that the Cleveland Indians had to go, you know? We didn't let the actual Indians stay. We can't let the Cleveland Indians stay. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But I think we could have followed that trajectory of history, you know? We should have went with the Cleveland colonizers. It goes with that whole alliteration thing we got going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's fucking perfect. Told you I would lose you halfway through that one. Man. You guys, I feel like my parents are really disappointed with having me. Sort of like how you guys are right now. Yeah. Cause like, I have 3 older sisters, right? And we were all born within 2.5 years, right? Like, my oldest sister is a doctor, and then like, there are 2 twins, one of them is a lawyer, and the other one married rich, right? And I did stand-up comedy at a bar last year where they got my name wrong on the banner. And the worst part is, like, I know that my parents clearly were trying to have me, because, like, we were born within 2.5 years, but, like, literally, I'm 11 months younger than the twins. Like, I'm sorry, my sister tried to explain to me that, like, oh, our parents just didn't know how condoms work. I'm like, no, there's not a woman in the world who's ready to have a dude dive back in her vagina 2 months after popping out twins. Doesn't exist. Now, clearly, he just kept putting his dick in until another dick popped out. Sorry, I got a bit of a cough. Not just a cough, not anything else. Like, I don't know, people are weird about that shit. But, I don't know, like, you know when you have that, like, sore throat, like, where, like, you're at the end of the sore throat where it just feels like you got badly throat fucked the other night? This guy knows what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Guys, I had an interesting situation not too long ago, and I still haven't fully processed it, so I want to run it by you guys. Right? So last year, I started to go down on this woman. I know, great place to start a story. But I started to go down on this woman, and she looked down at me and was just like, hey, can you bite it? Right? Like, what the? I didn't know what to say to that. But she started the question with, don't judge me. So now I gotta keep a straight face, or else all of this is over. And like, I don't know, like, we've all heard of eating pussy, but have you ever been asked to eat the pussy? But I just didn't know what else to do other than to be like a vegetarian vampire and just bite the pussy. Alright? And I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by that, alright? I don't know if you guys have ever seen Twilight, but they called themselves vegetarian vampires in that fucking book because they killed and drank the blood of animals. That's not being a fucking vegetarian. What? No, if you want to be a vegetarian vampire, you gotta drink human blood without killing the human, right? That makes the most sense. So I think what they should have done is just gone down on women on their periods. It would have solved their whole problem, you guys. Alright? And listen, they're on a strictly liquid diet, alright? At least this way you get a little bit of soupy action, get some chunks in there. You guys, I gotta wrap it up and get back to door dashing. So I have to put my phone on. I will tell you one last quick joke here before I go, because they didn't tip that well. Before COVID, I went to my first Catholic wedding, and I never want to hear another complaint about how long Indian weddings are ever again. No, because everybody always wants to say like, oh, aren't Indian weddings 3-4 days or some shit? Like, no, we just party and drink for 3 days. And then there's like an hour of a ceremony in which you as the guest just get to hang out. They hand out ice cream. Nobody knows what that dude's saying. Nobody cares if you pay attention. And then you get to party and drink some more. But with a fucking Catholic wedding, you as a guest have to participate. And that is some serious bullshit, alright? Like, why am I sitting here in the audience like, all right, stand up, sit down, kneel, stand up, sit down, kneel, stand up, sit down, kneel, put your left foot in, put your left foot out. I'm not doing the hokey pokey. We're not dealing with all this bullshit, you guys. All right, that has been my time. I am Peanut Patel. Give it up for your host, Brian Swinehart, everybody.
Let's go for Peanut, ladies and gentlemen. It's available for children's birthday parties. If you got a kid's birthday coming up, make sure to hire him to tell them about the birds and the bees. Okay. And how you guys doing, New Tech? You doing good right there, my man? Good. Our regulars, you guys doing good? You guys are always great. And there we go. Hey. All right, we're going to bring up our headliner tonight. You guys ready for your headliner? Come on, you ready for a headliner? I'm going to give this guy a special intro. I've known him for probably 18 to 20 years, man. Me and I were friends all the way back in Los Angeles, and I talked him into coming out to Ohio to see some tornadoes. He's been in tornadoes and earthquakes, you know, so he's happy to be here. He recently did some shows with David Tell in St. Louis. He travels all over. Give it up for the very funny Cole Young.
Give it up for Brian, you guys.
Yeah!
Give him a good hand. All the performers you've seen, Josh, give it up for Josh. Right? Cam. Enoch. Now the old white guy. Straighten this shit out, right? Trump's coming to town. Goddamn right he is, right? That's why they sent that tornado. Wake your ass up, we're coming to town. Shit, I'm stuck out in Hollywood. I love Trump, I can't say shit. Thanks, Brian, bringing me out here. I appreciate you. Good looking crowd. Great audience. I just want to wrap this shit up so I can get home and watch Matlock. Are you taping it? Well, it's a pretty good episode. Good episode tonight. Usually I'd say I just want to get home and watch the Weather Channel.
Yeah!
Woo! Now more than ever, right? Shit. No wonder old people watch the weather. That shit changes, man. Fuck. We didn't have no bathroom. That's bad for an old person. I don't know if any of you other people know about that. Anyway, it's good to be here. It's a great looking crowd, and thank you so much for having me out here, and I appreciate you guys. You're going to have fun, I promise. I've been blessed. I know how good Midwest crowds are. I got stuck in St. Louis for a couple of years during COVID, so I got to meet a bunch of you folks, Midwest people. And yeah, you know what? I'm trying to stay healthy right now. You wouldn't believe this, but right now, you're looking at the hottest new face in Hollywood. I like to say new face, old neck. So stupid, right? I'm just trying to stay alive. That's the key for me. You know, you get discovered at 66 years old. I can't eat regular breakfast anymore. I gotta eat that stupid oatmeal. Anybody else in here? You know, it's so depressing, right? I got the blueberries and the walnuts in it. It's exhausting. It takes me so long to eat it. It feels like I'm hanging myself. I tried to jazz it up. I switched over to cream of wheat. Speed things along a little. It's just about as depressing. You still feel like you're hanging yourself, but at least with the cream of wheat, when they find you, your pants are still on. It's kind of a hot cereal autoerotica joke that I'm dabbling with here. Trying to get a little something going. Any moms in the crowd here? I'm single. Oh, yeah. Yeah, raise your hand and everything. Nice. I know where moms hang out. I would have found you anyway, right? I've been out here. Kroger's. Right, juice and snack aisle. TJ Maxx. Always loving moms. Hobby Lobby. I just learned a new one the other night. Waffle Hut, right? Waffle Hut? Moms up there? The guy told me I should go up there and pop, drop, and lock. Right? I can't drop, I might not come back up. Just back up to me, you know? I'm old as that. Shit, I'm 66. I've been getting some 70 and 80-year-old women trying to slide into my DMs. What the hell? I mean, it's not really a slide. It's more of a shuffle. Hell, I think someone was using a walker. I found a cut-up tennis ball. I know what this came from. Damn these women. It's always the same thing too. It's, hey Cole, how you doing? Can you come pick me up? Damn it, Ruth. You know I can't drive at night. Pick up, it's gonna have to be early. We'll go out to early bird. Save a little money. Get something soft to eat. Then back to my place for a little what I like to call the old reverse mortgage. Right? Watch a little television. Maybe buy gold.
Buy gold. The Buffalo Court.
Why are they always trying to sell those old people gold? Right? What are we going to do with those heavy-ass gold bars when the shit goes down? Who's going to be able to make change? Just trying to get a bottle of water and some rolling pin. All I got is a $10,000 bar of gold. No chance. I need the water. Shit. Going down to 2 bars. Such bullshit, right? They're always trying to push that shit on us old people, man. I hate that shit. I love getting older. I love being old. Shit, every day is a celebration. You know, when you get to wake up, right? Did it again. Woo! One for one today. Right? You know, what's your name, sir? Rich? Are you going to be at the Trump rally tomorrow? Damn right you are, right? God damn, you and me, Rich. You hold the Trump flag, me trying to find some pot. I heard it was illegal here, right? In Ohio, it was pot legal.
We can't buy it.
God damn, somebody come forward. I'm just joking. Not really. Not really joking. I just spent a week in St. Louis, you guys, and St. Louis gets a bad reputation, right? It's always the murder capital of the world and all this stuff. But shit, I've been there. I always feel like I'm more likely to get killed by kindness from people there. I'm more likely to die from toasted ravioli than a drive-by shooting. I don't get it. I think it's because I'm from Los Angeles and stuff. I'm actually from a small town. I'm not from I've been in Los Angeles 40 years. I'm because I'm old, but I grew up in a small town just like Brian. up in Northern California called Quincy, California. Probably nobody's heard of it, right? It's nowhere. It's a small logging town, right? Logging town, lumber mills. Then all these hippies came up from Berkeley, California and started complaining about the spotted owl this and spotted owl that. Now Quincy's a drinking town.
That sounds
logging
like a
problem. There used to be a logging, I forgot the grade, there used to be a logging town. Now never mind, you guys. You get the joke, right? You get the joke. I left there when I was a young man. I took my girlfriend and my son at the time. It was still my son. I don't know why I threw that at the time. Girlfriend at the time. Down to LA and packed everything in my Ford F-100 pickup truck. Drove down there in the I-5 freeway. You go to this big hill before you drop down to LA. You see all the lights of Los Angeles. It's quite fast. And I thought I was going over to the hill, and I thought looking at LA, and I said, look at that, honey, that's Hollywood. I'm going down to chase my dreams. Turned out I was looking at Magic Mountain, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Amusement park. It wasn't even LA.
It wasn't even.
Never made it. Oh, I didn't make it. I moved down, like I said, I was from a small town. Interesting enough, my neighbor at the time when I moved down there was having an affair with a guy named William Shatner. And I knew him from the Star Trek days, right? This was during when he was on a TV show called T.J. Hooker, right? And I didn't have anybody. Me and my son would be out in front of our apartment playing catch every day, you know. And he would pull up to go meet my neighbor and, you know, get it on. My son was only 3, he didn't know who he was. I was like, you know, that guy dressed up as a policeman, you don't know him, but that's Captain Kirk. Of the Star Trek Enterprise. I can't say it, but it was a good show, right? I was such an idiot. I should have been sucking up to him back then. I was new in Hollywood. He probably could have given me a job. Instead, I was such a dick. He's having sex on the other side of the wall from my apartment, and I'm over there going, Scotty, more power! Full thrust! Oh, shit. What an idiot, right? I should have been washing his car or something. He ended up being a nice guy and a good guy. Shit. He probably voted for Trump, too. Right? If you move to Los Angeles, one of the first things you notice is there's a lot of Mexican people living there because it's pretty close to Mexico. And it becomes you either join them or you ain't going to beat them. There's too many of them. I joined them. I'm like Brian back there. I got to meet her more myself at home. Yeah. I met her. I used to work at a cookie factory, you guys. This is a stupid story, but I'll tell you. I used to bake cookies for markets called Whole Food Markets. And I go into this factory where they baked the cookies. It was all Latino workers and Latinos and stuff in Mexico and El Salvador. It was quite the dating scene for me. I found a whole new world in there. So anyway, I started dating this woman, and she told me she only had 2 girls. She asked me if I was married, and I said, yeah, I got 1 son. She said, I have 2 girls. I thought, oh, that's fine, let's do something. When I went to pick her up, there were 3 girls there, and I thought, well, shit, I've been talking to a lot of the women. I might have got mixed up. And then she saw me looking down the little one, you know, and the little one kept looking up at me. She says something to the oldest daughter, and the daughter says to me, my mom wants me to tell you that's Lupita. It's a long story, she'll explain it to you later. I didn't care, I liked the little, I asked if we got to keep her, you know, like a puppy. And so she's like my 17-year-old adopted daughter now. This woman's giving me 2 kids. I'm not fathered either one of them, but that's all right. I'm raising them. I got a 5-year-old at home that's not mine either. I found out about that one when I was in St. Louis. You know, I got a text message, you're pregnant? Wait a minute, I've been gone over a year. That doesn't make sense, doesn't add up. But it's fine. In fact, she just won, the 17-year-old just won a basketball championship. So in LA City, so I'm proud of her. That's why I tell a little story. I was trying to, our first date, she took me to a Mexican funeral. I was the only white guy there. And I learned two things that day about the Mexican funeral. A, there's a lot of crying, and B, it's perfectly appropriate to wear a Raiders football jersey. Went out and spent money on a suit. I just went to Target and got a Raiders jersey. It's all right. We took a little break a few years ago. I was trying to get my mind off her, you know, and my friend said, why don't you go watch a baseball game? I'm like, yeah, go to a baseball game. Let me tell you something. If you're trying to get your mind off a Mexican woman, Dodger Stadium's not the place to go. Big baseball fans there. I still live with her. We get along pretty good. The other night I was going out to do comedy. She said, Cole, you go out to do comedy every night. Do you get paid? Not every night, Rosa. A lot of it's free. She said, so it's like hobby? Yeah, exactly. That's what I felt too. Oh. Yeah, it's like hobby. I spent my room and sulked. Tell her what I really wanted to tell her. It's a hobby, but it's not a hobby like Zumba. Do you guys Zumba out here? Does anybody Zumba? That's a dance where her and a bunch of other 40-year-old Mexican women go out and dance for 20 years. But they never lose any weight. Doesn't matter, because they have a good time, right? That's the whole point of the thing. I told my other friend that. She said, no, Cole, it's just, your comedy's just like Zumba too, because you've been doing comedy for 20 years, and you haven't gotten any funnier. Right? They don't hold back, man. It's good to be here. When I was in the Midwest, my friends in LA are like, hey, how come you're not coming home? You must like it out in the Midwest. I'm like, yeah, dude, I like it. People out there are cool. He goes, really? My friend said, how are the women out there? Right? The women in the Midwest? They're awesome, man. He goes, really? What do they like? Well, they're a little more sturdy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard here. You gotta be right out here. You can't. I found out when I moved to St. Louis that thick is my new jam. Right? Thick with the double C, not the CK. That's for like French toast or something. Thick. It's crazy, right? How old are you kids anyway? Jesus Christ. It's bedtime, isn't it?
It's a bedtime.
They're 19. Are you 18? She asked. That's all right. Fake IDs. That's how we did it nowadays. All of you don't add up to my age. I can tell you that. You need one more. You didn't come with this good-looking lady behind you, did you? Are you gonna? You did? Did she bring you? Oh, what's your mom saying? Hi, Mom. She doesn't want any part of me. Those little mom jokes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Are you single? I'm just kidding. I gotta go to Waffle House later. Right? I guess that's the big thing around here, Waffle House. This has been a hell of a tour, you guys. I'll tell you, man. Tornado, shootings in St. Louis. Woo-ha! Oh my God. And Trump tomorrow. Are there some Trump supporters in here? I certainly hope so. Right? Now, if this is a Trump country, right? God damn. on stage. Oh. God damn, that pisses me off. They say that shit, and I always say, fuck that, I know where the fuck I am, and I know what the hell I'm saying. Nobody has to write my words down for me. Jesus Christ, but don't compare me to that piece of shit. I apologize, you guys. I told Brian I wasn't being surly, but I got a little surly there. I was hungry. It's too much. Come on in here. Down. Go back over the border. We'll get you through. If we can get into LA, we can get them all the way home. How are you doing, man? You like comedy? It's alright. What do you like? Oral surgery? Who is the oral surgeon? Where? You're the oral surgeon? Looks like you won a bass fishing contest. Are you seriously an oral surgeon? I'll get right back to you. Hey, don't go away. Stay here, right? Don't go away. I'm not done with you. I have a little toothache, that's why it's bad. I've been hitting it with the coconut oil and the hydrogen peroxide, right? Are you free tomorrow before the Trump rally? Is that alright? Give up to Brian, you guys. I love Brian Swinehart. He's a solid dude, man. He's hooked me up with some of the good people in Hollywood, man. And there are some good people. Believe me, we're starting to speak out a little bit because we're tired of that shit, you know? Right? I hear more and more people talking about, you know, we're tired of paying $9 for eggs and all this other crap and $20 for gas.
Do something about it.
All right, back to you. Where are you? Are you out of school? Are you in school? You got a program? Come on, you got a plan? What? Yeah, you in school? Not tonight, but obviously. You got a job? All right, that's cool. What's your job? A factory? What factory? I don't have to tell us. Just manufacturing stuff. All right, that's steady work, man. That's good. I did that shit, man. You guys, I've done some crazy jobs. You wouldn't believe the jobs I've done. I mean, before I landed here. Kind of amazing, right? They all led to this. So you never know what's going to happen. That's what I'm going to say. You'd be working in a factory today, you'd be on stage in Hollywood Improv tomorrow night. You never know. Are you funny? What's your name? Katie, I'm Cole. Nice to meet you. For Katie, guys. That's our future right there. That's our future. Right? Welcome back to the show, sorry. We allow that. We allow that. You're allowed to pee, you know, and I've done shows for older people before. If anybody's uncomfortable, I will not be offended. If anybody wants to get up and pee, you're gonna miss. What's that? Oh, you're off Lomax? I know. I'm sure at this show there's a big restricted flow issue in that restaurant, right? I heard somebody else peeing while I was trying to pee, and it was like, Jesus Christ, between the two of us. The show's getting over before we finish peeing. God damn it. I know this is, I'm always, everybody always tells me I look like the get off your lawn guy. Get off your lawn! Get off my lawn! Yeah, get off my lawn! Shit, I don't even have a lawn. I can get one. Now in California, they don't let you grow a lawn. You know about that? You guys hear about that? Yeah, you gotta have a drought-resistant lawn. Oh, drought-resistant lawn. I'll tell you guys what that is. It's a bunch of bullshit for one thing, but it's where you go out to the desert, really, and you rape the desert of all their resources and put them in your front yard like an idiot. So now you got a cactus and a rock and maybe a lizard and some sand and shit out there. It's so stupid. I feel bad. That's why kids are such pussies these days. There's no yard to play in, you know? It's like, I can play, Jimmy, you know? I don't want to. Put your helmet on, you little pussy. You know? Scorpion. This is stupid, right? California's crazy. I like it out in the Midwest. I don't mind people. You know what? The girls in LA, I'll be honest with you, they're scrawny and anemic and weird. I mean, I know a few nice ones. I can't throw them all under the bus. I have quite a few good friends, but most of them, they're so scrawny. You don't know whether you want to date them or sign them up for T-ball. It's like... look like young boys or something. Any tattoo fans here? Woo! Tattoos? Really? Yeah, do you have a tattoo, young lady? Oh, several. And she showed me one. So, I'm more interested in women ones, to be honest with you. Old partner. If things go south, I'll take a look at them if I have to. You can show me your "Don't Tread on Me" tattoo. But I'm more interested in that young
Alright, baby.
women's tattoos.
You can put it back down. Just put it back down.
What else do you have in the parts of your body? Yes? Neck? Nice. You go, don't get tattoos. Or you already got tattoos? You don't like me. Don't do anything crazy. You are? You're not a cutter, are you? I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. She knows I am. You've sent vortexes to yourself? Oh, I like that. Like affirmations? Or like, you stupid. Not affirmation, I mean the opposite of affirmation. Alright, what's your name? Plexi. Keep up the show. You guys need more young people here. They're right up in front. Give up for Plexi, you guys. She's cool. She's sending herself text messages during the show. That's how cool she is. I didn't even think of that. I need to send myself one back there. You can always learn from young people, right? I've always been saying about the tattoos is that when I was selling cookies, these women used to come by me with the tramp stamp in the summertime on their backs, and I never really got that, you know why? So I just asked the lady, well, why do you put it back there? And she said, well, I did to spur my man on. Well, it's a butterfly, you know? Is he an entomologist or something? I don't really get that, to be honest. I don't think that'd do it for me, a butterfly. I do enjoy history, you know? Should be willing to put like a map of the invasion of Normandy back there, right? That's something to get my juices going, right? It's an incredible event. And we're going at it, I can say, hey, take that, you fucking Nazis, huh? That was kind of a show. Oh God, I'm having too much fun, Ryan. These guys are so much fun, right? Good. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. She's going to give it up. Let her go. She's been here all night. She's had a few to drink. beautiful blonde, gray-haired lady sitting at the back table right next to me. I was giving her the eyeball earlier. Don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage. I'm a nice guy. I told you I got Rose at home waiting for me. Complained about my hobby. I kind of lost track of the time. You know, let me see. We're good, right? Oh, yeah.
Keep going.
Thanks, buddy. You know what? I got some shirts that we're going to sell in the back, you guys, that say Cold Young Comedy, and you're welcome to check them out after the show. Oh, yeah, here, I'll show it right here. So, thanks, Brian.
Still trying to get on the person.
I'll tell you what it says, alright? God damn it, you son of bitches. Eating all that good food while I'm starving to death back there. I'll tell you what it says. Hang on. Do a couple more jokes. Do a couple more jokes. I get it. I understand. I'm a white guy, old white guy, shit. I've got white privilege. I get it. A couple years ago, I was driving a comedy club, and I had my two friends with me in this car, and a black guy from Oakland, California, Nelson, and my Mexican buddy, Chris Ramirez, and a cop got right behind us, and they're like, "You see there's a cop behind you, Cole?" And I go, "Yeah, I got him, we're fine, you guys relax." They go, "Looks like he's gonna pull you over, you better slow down." Take it easier, too. Besides, if he pulls me over, you sure ain't get to see what a warning looks like. You like that one? I know. No, I get it. I drive with my left-hand turn signal on about 85% of the time.
I forget to turn on my turn signal 85% of the time.
Anybody else? Right? I don't even give a shit anymore, right? I'm driving along, people always try to help me out. "Oh, sir, you notice your signal's on, your signal." "Oh, yeah, no, I got it. I'm just mind your own business. I'm busy banging your mom over here." Nowadays, I look down and I see that signal going off, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna turn left eventually. Hopefully right into one of your mom's driveways. You guys are awesome, man. I tell you what, I needed this to go well tonight, god damn it. I'm still trying to get on the Carson show. I'm still trying to get on Carson. That's my little tag. That's what my shirt says. Hey, you guys have been wonderful. You've been right. What a great audience. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for my dad one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going for my dad right here. Cole Young, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Young, give it up for him. Thank you guys. Good job, Cole. With Cole being in the back, we're selling his t-shirts. I got some hats to say hey. We got some Trump stickers, some Sleepy Joe Biden stickers, stuff like that. So, hey, OHPC, you guys are always, everybody knows this is the best crowd. You guys are always a great time, man. We appreciate you. We really appreciate doing the show every month. Thank you guys for coming out. And we'll see you next month. Thank you.